What's the most life-changing conversation you ever overheard? I was sitting in a hospital waiting room when I accidentally discovered my husband wasn't my daughter's biological father. It was just a routine pediatric appointment for my 8-year-old Lily's persistent illness. We were running late that morning, so my husband Mike dropped us off while he parked the car. The waiting room was packed, but I managed to find 2 seats next to an older woman buried in a magazine. As I filled out the medical history form, I reached the section about family medical conditions. I checked the boxes for my side part: asthma, high blood pressure, peritone, and Mike's side part, the severe food illness that Lily had unfortunately inherited. Those Mitchell men and their altries, I muttered to myself, thinking about how Mike and his father both carried EpiPens everywhere. The woman beside me lowered her magazine. Did you say Mitchell? Are you related to Robert Mitchell? I smiled politely. Yes, that's my father-in-law, she beamed. Oh my goodness. I was their neighbor for years before moving to Florida. How is Robert doing after his transplant? I stared at her blankly. Transplant, his kidney transplant about 10 years ago. Such a brave man and so lucky that his blood disorder didn't affect his sons. Genetic, you know, all the Mitchell men have it. My mouth went dry. Blood disorder. The Thactravin deficiency, very rare. That's why the transplant was so complicated. All 3 boys had to be tested as donors, but of course they all had it too. Hereditary, 100% passed to male children. The room seemed to tilt sideways. Lily had been tested for everything during her allergy workup. Her blood work was perfect. You must be married to let me think, David. No, Michael. The middle son, she continued cheerfully. I nodded mechanically, my mind racing. If all Mitchell men had this blood condition and Lily didn't. Mrs. Parker, the doctor will see Lily now, the nurse called. I gathered our things in a daze, thanking the woman automatically. As we followed the nurse, I saw Mike entering the waiting room, waving at us with a smile throughout the appointment. I couldn't focus on anything the doctor said. Mike held Lily's hand during her allergy test, making her laugh when she winced at the needle. They had the same smile, the same way of wrinkling their nose when they laughed. But they couldn't share the same DNA that night. After Lily went to bed, I searched our filing cabinet for her birth records and Mike's family medical history. There it was on his insurance form. Factor V deficiency, genetic, looking for something? Mike asked from the doorway, making me jump. I turned to face him, holding the papers. Did you know? His expression told me everything. Not surprise or confusion, pain, just resignation and fear since the day she was born, he said quietly. The nurse mentioned her blood type. It was impossible for her to be mine. 9 years, I whispered. You've known for 9 years and never said anything. He sat down heavily. By the time I realized she couldn't be biologically mine, it didn't matter anymore. She was already my daughter. The truth came out slowly that night. My one-night mistake during our brief separation before the wedding, how he'd suspected but chosen to love Lily as his own, how he'd quietly had a DNA test done when she was 3, then shredded the results and never mentioned it. Why didn't you confront me? I asked, through tears. What would that have accomplished? He replied, destroying our family, making Lily feel unwanted. I made my choice the moment I cut the umbilical cord. Last week, Lily asked, why I've been hugging her and Mike so much lately. I told her sometimes hearts just get so full they overflow a little.